What you're about to hear isn't just a car reveal, because inside Ferrari's garage, there's a secret no one expected. Lewis Hamilton's SF26 may be hiding a technology that could change everything about the 2026 season. And later, you'll discover why insiders are calling this Ferrari the most dangerous car in modern F1. Ferrari is stepping into 2026 with the SF26, a machine designed to reset everything in Formula One. But this isn't just a new car. Behind the scenes, engineers and leadership have been operating under extreme secrecy. Every wind tunnel run, every simulation, every iteration has been optimized for one purpose: to extract every ounce of speed while walking the fine line of legality. The 2025 season was a nightmare. Ferrari's SF25 failed across the board. Hamilton didn't reach a single podium, and Leclerc struggled with a car that couldn't deliver consistent grip. Engineers, drivers, and management were all under pressure, facing a season that tested the limits of endurance, focus, and morale. Out of that chaos, Ferrari made a bold decision. In April 2025, they halted all development of the SF25 to focus entirely on the SF26, internally called Project 678. 9 months of undivided attention were dedicated to designing a car from scratch, built for the radical 2026 regulations. This was not evolution. It was revolution. Hamilton's involvement has been deeper than usual. He provided detailed input on steering, energy management, and chassis feel. Sources suggest that his influence directly shaped key elements of the SF26, from suspension balance to the redesign of the steering wheel. Leclerc, equally ambitious, pushed for predictability and performance in changing track conditions. The SF26 is a collaboration, but one that carries enormous risk. The presentation on January 23rd will reveal the car, but sources warn the chassis was finalized literally a day before. That leaves minimal time for real-world testing before the car hits the track. It's a compressed timeline that magnifies risk and heightens suspense. Every part of the car, every design decision, could either pay off spectacularly or backfire catastrophically. Ferrari's strategy isn't just about speed. It's about psychological pressure on rivals. The secrecy, the timing, the innovation, all of it is designed to keep competitors guessing. Mercedes, Red Bull, and McLaren may have powerful engines or sophisticated aerodynamics, but Ferrari hopes the SF26 will be a step ahead before anyone even realizes what they've done. And yet, the FIA is quietly watching. Officially, the SF26 complies with regulations, but insiders hint that some of its technologies tread a fine line between legal and controversial. That tension between innovation and oversight is where the most important battles of 2026 may unfold. At the heart of the SF26 is the engine, a power unit unlike anything in modern F1. Ferrari has replaced the traditional aluminum cylinder head with a steel alloy version. This may sound subtle, but its implications are massive. Increased stiffness, better thermal stability, higher combustion efficiency, every advantage that comes with this steel head could give Ferrari an edge measured in tenths of a second per lap. The power split is now near 50-50 between the internal combustion engine and the electric hybrid system, meaning the MGUK produces almost 4 times the power of the 2025 units. Combined with a more compact battery and more efficient energy recovery, the SF26 has potential to outperform competitors in ways that go beyond pure horsepower. But this technology is untested under full season conditions. One failure could destroy Hamilton's championship bid before it begins. The chassis itself is a calculated gamble. Ferrari returned to double pushrod suspension, abandoning the pull rod system of the SF25, which caused unpredictable ride height and tire management issues. This change, combined with a clever passive suspension geometry, allows the car to adjust dynamically to aerodynamic load without breaking FIA rules, a legal trick that could provide performance similar to active suspension systems without being illegal. Insiders reveal that Hamilton and Leclerc requested maximum predictability across different track conditions. The SF26 is designed with a wider operational window, so the car remains consistent even when tire temperature, grip, or aerodynamic load fluctuates. The goal is to let drivers push without fear of sudden instability, a lesson painfully learned from the SF25 nightmare. The SF20 SIXS steering wheel has also been redesigned. Smaller, simpler, and more ergonomic, it reduces cognitive load during high-speed transitions. Hamilton's direct input here suggests Ferrari is aiming for a car that's both fast and intuitive, allowing him to leverage experience and strategy over raw reflexes alone. But this is only part of the story. The SF26 is being tested in two configurations, Spec A for validation and Spec B for performance. Spec A is deliberately conservative, masking the car's full potential. Spec B will be revealed at Bahrain tests, where the real pace and risks will surface. And that's what makes this Ferrari truly scary. The team is hiding the full capabilities while walking a razor-thin line between innovation and regulatory scrutiny. The full truth is coming, and it may shock everyone in Formula One. Ferrari's steel cylinder head isn't illegal, but it occupies a gray area of FIA regulations. No team has attempted this in modern F1, which means the governing body may interpret compliance differently as the season unfolds. It's innovation with a hidden risk. One misstep, and the SF26 could trigger penalties or technical reviews mid-season. The integration of ultra-compact radiators with the steel head allows narrower side pods, reducing drag and improving airflow to the diffuser. Analysts estimate this could gain Ferrari roughly a quarter of a second per lap. In F1, that's monumental. And yet, because the system is unprecedented, no one truly knows how it will behave under race stresses. It's a gamble of precision engineering at the edge of control. Hamilton's input is deeper than most would assume. Beyond design, he's shaping energy management, steering ergonomics, and even suspension behavior. Sources suggest the synergy between him and Loic Serra, Ferrari's chassis director, could unlock potential that rivals can't predict. But if he miscalculates energy deployment under race conditions, the consequences could be severe. Ferrari is also balancing risk management with psychological strategy. The leaks, intentional or not, are sending competitors into speculation mode. Rivals may overreact or make strategic errors based on incomplete information, a subtle edge for Ferrari before the season begins. The compressed timeline of chassis approval finalized the day before the public reveal adds to the tension. Critical systems were integrated with minimal testing, meaning reliability and performance could collide unpredictably once the SF26 hits full-speed laps. Historical precedent shows the FIA reacts slowly to gray area technologies, but the SF26 may challenge that patience. Ferrari is not just building a car, they're testing the boundaries of technical innovation and regulatory tolerance simultaneously. And the real question remains, will the SF26 be a masterstroke that dominates 2026, or a high-risk gamble that collapses under its own complexity? The answer will slowly emerge as the season begins. The SF26 carries risks that go beyond the steel head. Integrating a fully passive double pushrod suspension with active aerodynamics is unprecedented. Minor misalignments or thermal inconsistencies could destabilize the car at high speed. Drivers will need new intuition to exploit performance without triggering instability. The psychological baggage from 2025 is another hidden variable. Engineers and drivers endured a season-long collapse, and this pressure could influence split-second decisions, reaction to unforeseen issues, or even confidence under test conditions. Ferrari has a history of faltering under stress, and one misstep in early testing could compound months of preparation. Spec A is intentionally conservative. It masks the car's ultimate potential while validating fundamental systems. Spec B will push the SF26 close to its limits. If integration between chassis, suspension, and hybrid power unit is imperfect, problems may appear too late to fix before the first races. Ferrari is essentially betting the season on flawless execution of a compressed pre-season schedule. The FIA is observing closely. While the SF26 appears legal, regulators may interpret its unique features differently once the car is exposed to full race simulations. A mid-season intervention could disrupt Ferrari's strategy, forcing urgent adjustments that compromise performance. This isn't speculation, it's a recurring pattern in F1 when radical technology emerges. Meanwhile, rival teams are under pressure. Leaks, photos, and early data fragments create uncertainty. Mercedes, Red Bull, McLaren, they have powerful concepts, but Ferrari's secrecy may cause missteps, forcing them to test solutions prematurely or miscalculate strategies. The risk-reward balance is razor-thin. If a steel head and aerodynamic packaging work perfectly, Ferrari could enjoy a multi-season advantage. If they fail, the SF26 could be a symbol of opportunity wasted, a car that defines years of struggle rather than triumph. And insiders whisper that the SF26 SF26 may only be part of Ferrari's secret arsenal. Other undisclosed elements could emerge later in the season, further complicating the competitive picture and making the SF26 one of the most consequential cars in modern F1 history. If the SF26 delivers, the entire grid could be reshaped. Mercedes and Red Bull's designs may struggle to match Ferrari's engine efficiency and aerodynamic compactness. The first races may reveal a performance gap that rivals will scramble to close, potentially forcing mid-season design changes under tight deadlines. Hamilton could leverage his experience and involvement in design to extract maximum performance, even against younger, faster drivers. But every strategy, every energy deployment decision, carries amplified risk. One miscalculation could erase any advantage, demonstrating how high stakes this machine really is. The two-spec approach, Spec A for validation and Spec B for ultimate performance, creates uncertainty for everyone. Rivals will only see pieces of Ferrari's true potential, making it difficult to plan pre-season strategy or early race tactics. This advantage could be decisive for the first half of the year. FIA oversight may evolve as the season progresses. Ferrari's innovative solutions could set a precedent, forcing the governing body to issue clarifications or adjustments. Teams attempting similar gray area solutions may face scrutiny, reshaping the rules landscape mid-season. The psychological effect on rivals is significant. Knowing Ferrari may have a hidden advantage can alter decision-making, create mistakes, or force unnecessary risk-taking. Formula One is as much mental warfare as mechanical excellence, and the SF26 could dominate on both fronts. Yet, the stakes are extreme. A single failure of the steel head, a miscalculation in active aerodynamics, or a mishap in Spec B integration could unravel months of work. The SF26 is Ferrari's highest risk, highest reward bet in decades. And the ultimate question looms: will Ferrari's gamble pay off, or will the SF26 define a season of missed opportunity, mirroring the disaster of 2025, but amplified by the scale of investment and expectation? As the SF26 is revealed and begins testing, the story is far from over. The car embodies risk, innovation, and psychological pressure. Its secrets may not fully emerge until competitive laps push it to the limit. Hamilton and Leclerc face immense stakes. Every lap, every energy decision, every corner could define their championship. And if the car falters, there's no backup. The steel head is committed, and Spec B integration must hold, or the season could unravel. The FIA is watching silently. Gray area technology, unprecedented innovations, and compressed development timelines create a perfect storm. One official ruling could force urgent changes, potentially leveling the playing field or punishing Ferrari before the season even starts. And the leaks we've seen? They may be only the beginning. More hidden elements, undisclosed technologies, and surprises could surface as the season unfolds, redefining what teams thought was possible in modern F1. The SF26 represents Ferrari's boldest gamble in decades, a machine that could either restore Hamilton to championship glory or expose the team to a season of struggle that echoes into the next 4 years. And the real question remains: will Ferrari master the SF26, or will this be the car that defines a generation lost to ambition and risk? Only time, speed, and the unforgiving calendar of 2026 will tell.